Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Force here, and today we will be checking out Blood Knights. This is an action RPG that follows the story of the age-old battle between humans and vampires. I played this game for about 10 minutes just to get my bearings. When I realized the type of game that this was, I decided we need to just experience this thing together. So we're gonna just start a brand new game here. This is Blood Knights. And I think if nothing else, you'll probably get a kick out of this video. I think we got an opening cinematic. Here we go.
9 days had passed. While the war was raging around us, we were hunting the vampires' Red Brigade through the halls of Kalazarak. Our force had diminished into a handful of hopeless fellows. Yesterday, the vampires had drunken the blood of the healer. Now it was only the priest who remained. And yet, we had reached the tomb.
Here's our comrades.
Desperate,
oh, that guy's not so
the
hot.
priest convinced me to let him work the darkest spell he had, and bonded me to a vampire.
That's the vampire. She's a lady.
Using the vampire's skills would either mean our rescue or the biggest folly we ever attempted.
There's a giant demon thing.
Let's move.
Front of the gate.
Illuminati!
Illuminate the way, yeah? Yeah, I suppose. I love the look of our comrades there with their big old Crusader shields. I think that's pretty cool. So it's an action RPG. I decided to play this with the gamepad. I'm running with an Xbox 360 controller, and it runs. It's a pretty good way to play it. I would say. I think it just feels smoother than the mouse and keyboard.
Jeremy, you must be out of your mind. The Red Horde's already here. We're done for, can't you see?
Man, the voice acting, it's so good. All right, let's take a look. So there's some branching dialogue, if you will, in the sense that you get to choose what you say. I can either say, "Oh, you're a girly man," or I can tell him, "Yeah, we're pretty screwed." I'm gonna call him a girly man though, because I think it's kind of funny.
Now look at this. A man of your size, frightened like a little girl.
This battle is lost. Let's run. There's still time.
If they take the blood seal, there will be no place to run to.
Damn it, let's get on with it then. There they are! Damn it!
All right, so there are the vampire hordes. We have to go engage with them, and we're just gonna move our character around. So yeah, it's pretty simple hack and slash. You're moving your dude around, and you got some a couple of different attacks. We've got this basic light attack here. There's also a big old heavy attack, and one of the big selling features of this game, one of the big things they're listing here on Steam, besides floating arrows that move like balloons through the air, you can also switch between characters, and then we get to play as the lady friend, and we can throw some balloon arrows ourselves. No, you know what these feel like? They feel like darts. Just like, listen to the sound even. It's like a blowgun. I don't know. All right, we've got LB to fire. It looks like, I guess, an explosive arrow or something. We can use that to blow up. Damn it. I'll lock onto this barrel here. There's no actual locking on. I just kind of can move. We can move around with the right. You move around with the right joystick. Left joystick is to move our character. So maybe that's what I was doing wrong. I don't know. Let's go up here and fire some more. Oh, I can't do that? Okay. Fire our explosive arrow. What the heck? It just completely passed through them. Well, that stinks. Get these guys on the low ground here. Or get me on the low ground. I thought they were going to follow me, but it looks like they just switched to rangers all of a sudden. I can't do that. I have to stay. I can only... Hey, get away from me. Yeah, there we go. That was nice. Actually, this is pretty good. It might be a little bit of exploitation going on here, but hey, what the heck? Better than me getting hit in the face with a bunch of swords. Okay, well, those guys are dead. We got another demon gate coming up here. Also another explosive barrel and another cutscene.
Good. Both of you are still alive. The bond is working. I will use my healing powers on you.
Fantastic. All right, You sure this bond's gonna help us, Father? Oh, he's my dad? I just... That's a new revelation. Didn't realize that before here. Tell me, this bond, what does it do? Okay, so yeah, what are we doing? We're bonding each other?
Tell me, this bond, what does it do?
She will not hurt you, nor can she leave us, for as long as the two of you are bound together.
Just promise me to undo this wretched spell once we have the seal back.
Alright, let's get on with it.
Good. Seeing that the bond has so far killed neither of you, I think it is safe now to hand these over to her.
What? What did he hand over? Grenade? Okay, he handed over grenades. I'll tell you one thing that bothers me straight out the gate is just the propensity for these types of games. You've got, you know, the lead male and female character. The lead female character just always not wearing clothes. I just don't understand. Well, no,
Spell. What's it doing to me? I need to recover.
Is that what? Is she gonna say that every time I have to switch characters? I love me a lady. There's no question about that. I love women, just like any old red-blooded male. But just, I don't need all the women in all my fantasy games to be completely naked. Especially since it doesn't even make any sense within the facets of the world. Like, you're supposed to, everyone else is wearing armor to protect themselves. She's got magical illusionary fantasy armor. Like, I don't know. I get it, you know, their primary demographic is young males, and young males a lot of times are sexually frustrated, so they love seeing half-naked women. I understand, but for the love of God, it gets pretty annoying after a while. It's pretty annoying indeed. That's my rant, though, and I probably say that far too often. I literally bring that up most times nowadays. It just, you know, in the past I didn't really care much about it, but as I get older, I'm just like, come on, this is just so unnecessary. Don't pander to me like I'm a child. Or maybe that's the problem. Maybe their audience is that they're trying to pander to children.
We're getting closer.
And it's not meant for me. I guess that makes sense. Anyway, that stuff aside. As you've seen here at the start, combat's pretty basic. There's really not a lot going on. In fact, we can go over here into controls. You wonder, does it get much harder or does it get much more in depth? Doesn't really seem like it. Okay, so we've got a couple of things that we don't have access to here in the very beginning. So we've got the jumping with A, we've got the basic attack there with X. B is a blood shield, don't have that yet. The switch characters, yes. The attack with the right bumper is for the range. I don't know what the attract repel is, so that's gonna be more complexity. Whirlwind grenade we can already do. We've got the heavy attack / special arrow we can already do. So the only thing we really don't have access to right now is the suck blood, the blood shield, and I don't know what attract / repel is for. But that's basically it. Oh, there's also an attract repel for X, so looks like that will be like maybe like a charge up move for both the range and the melee, the physical. But yeah, you can switch between these two characters at any time. This is supposed to be a big selling point of this game. It's also, you know, it's also co-op. You don't necessarily have to.
Ah, you finally arrived.
Looks like there are not many of us left.
Don't despair, son. This is not your fault. We can still secure the blood seal. Help me to install the sunlight crystals. Ordinary sunlight only kills the weak ones, but for the strong vampires, it needs to be focused.
Okay.
Watch my back, so that I can activate the first crystal. Before we start, let me use my healing powers. Benedictio Sanctus!
Okay, so looks like this is just a standard, you know, protect this dude.
More of that scum!
Stop him from getting attacked while he channels his powers.
And stay down.
That sounds fine. You got 45 seconds remaining. That's good to know. Oh no! Watch out!
Get off the priest, monster!
Holy crap, this guy's getting beat up. This is
Jeremy,
actually...
look! I've got another one! More of that scum.
Gonna go with the ranged lady here.
And stay down. Jeremy, look! I've got another one!
Get him!
I'm done here. Follow me to the next crystal.
Sounds good. Moving on over to the next crystal.
Keep watching my back. I will do the rest. Before we start, let me use my healing powers.
Uh-oh. Got the lady up top. Gonna have to do something about that.
More of that scum!
Well, it is nice to be able to switch between the two characters, but it seems rather strange
Stay down!
because it seems like they could have just done this one character and given him a ranged attack, and then that would have sufficed. Instead, I'm basically only switching to her to do the ranged attack. I guess the only other thing is that she's got the grenade, but this dude also has whirlwind, so I don't. There's obviously a difference. So I'm pretty much just switching to the female character
monster.
to hit someone at a range and do a grenade attack, and that's basically it. Oh my god, he's literally just
Jeremy,
almost
look!
died.
I've got another one!
Let's try to be careful here. There we go.
Follow me.
Music sure is intense.
One more to go. You know what to do. Before we start, let me use my healing powers.
He just said that same line 3 times in a row. That absolutely kills me.
Dive, bloodsucker!
Well, I will say this.
Bloodsucker.
This is actually reasonably challenging in the fact that this guy takes a lot of damage
monster.
really fast. But boy, oh boy, the combat is just incredibly simple. And you know, we just looked at the controls. There's only a couple of things
More of that scum.
that we don't have access to. So it doesn't seem like the gameplay is going to get much more complex. I mean, there's no dodging, so it's not like I'm actively trying to avoid damage. Basically, the only way I avoid damage is trying to use knockbacks and not get overwhelmed, not get surrounded by guys. But of course, it's still incredibly early in the game, so it's hard for me to judge the complexity of the combat. But if I had to give an educated guess, based on the information before me, I would say it doesn't look like it's going to get that much harder. Or, no, not that much harder, because they could just make it so that everything one-shots you.
The trap is set.
But not that much more complex.
No vampire will be able to escape the crypt. Now go and take back the blood seal. Me and Castello will guard your back.
Thank you. But why don't you use your healing powers? Let me use my healing powers. And good lord, that sidekick guy was pretty annoying, huh? What do we got here? We got anyone coming up? I'm just gonna fire a bunch of these blow darts. Oh, here we go.
The intruders are here. Kill them.
Kinda want that sword that she's using. Oh, this is awesome. I'm doing so much, damn it. Yeah. No. No. So I know the controls said there was like a dodge thing, but it's not, it doesn't seem to work. And I thought she was just talking to someone when she said kill them, but I guess it's just her who's trying to kill me. What was that?
Jeremy, destroy the altar.
Yeah, I will. I just need to deal with this lady first.
Jeremy,
Okay.
destroy the altar.
I guess I need to destroy the altar first. I just gotta stay away from her attacks. These guys up here are super annoying, huh? Let me take out them first. Okay, gotta destroy the second altar. Oh, good lord, please just don't kill me. Okay, there we go. I think the altar is destroyed. I don't know if I need to... I'm gonna try to do a big arrow at this big thing, too. We'll find out in a second if that counts as the thing being destroyed. I did destroy those two big things. Alright, so this is just a bunch of kiting. Oh no, what the heck? How did I get knocked down? That was weird. Oh no, she does her special attack and it knocks me down. That really stinks. She's almost dead. There's her knockdown again. She's gonna do it. Oh, whoa, what? Oh no, no!
Vampire hunter. No more.
Oh god, oh good, oh god. Why are you vomiting blood on my face? What the hell? And she just died after doing that? So, like... I guess that means that we're a vampire now. Holy crap.
I told him this was madness.
Jeremy, you killed the vampires, but still, they took the blood seal. Now that the seal is removed, the moon itself, it broke apart. The balance is lost. And you, my son, we lost you, too. Oh, Jeremy.
Father, enough. This is not our captain anymore. Stop talking to the creature he has become. You know what must be done now.
I do. My son, I'm so sorry.
What? I am not.
No!
Yeah. Alright, so here we go. Tossed into an eternal pit, abandoned by our father and brother.
Jeremy.
Left for dead.
He's dead, Father. I'm the new captain.
Pretty sure I'm not. Yeah, that's it. Game over. Thanks for your 15 bucks. That's it. Don't worry.
But they were wrong. I was not dead.
Nope.
I was changing into something new. Something that couldn't be killed easily. And she was still bound to me. So even though I was her enemy, she needed me alive to escape.
Fantastic. Alright, so I think we must have just locked... Yeah, we just unlocked our vampire stuff. So let me switch characters here. Let me see what this is.
This is how it feels.
Guess we'll find out in a second. I don't know what this does.
Help me. Please, help me.
We can't help him, but he can help us.
What do you mean? Oh, there we go. So this is a blood suck. And we just do it to anybody? Oh, and then we can pull them towards us. I gotcha. So is this our heal? That's a good question. Guess we'll find out right now. Yeah, alright. Alright, I can dig it. We got some currency going on. Look at that. Oh, and she repels. Okay, so he does the pull near, and she does a repel. Which makes sense because she's ranged. Well, at least that's something. I was a little premature, huh? There's even an experience system in this game. Look at that XP bar at the bottom. All right, we gotta keep going. I gotta see what this is about. And there's finally the dodge system. All right. Well, things are getting, you know, a little more. Good lord, I still think she's probably. I still think she's much more terrible than he is. I like that dodge, though. That's at least some more complexity for this thing. Let's suck his blood, get some health out of him. Whoa, I can't do it. Oh, it's a cooldown. Gotcha. Alright. So I at least want to keep leveling up until, let me see what her thing is. Oh, she doesn't have a dodge. Or at least she's not doing it right now. That's kind of a bummer. I see so little reason to play her most of the time. I mean, this is a good place as to where I would, you know, do a couple of these things, but he just seems so much better. Does this use up any resource, or can I just do this indefinitely? Looks like it's got a slight, like, global cooldown, but I can just do the dodge indefinitely, and she does not have that benefit. Alright, well, I guess there's use case for both, I suppose. Alright, and so we've got... Wait a second. Oh, okay, I can choose to upgrade his blade or get her thing, and it's gonna cost me gold. So I've been picking up gold, and it looks like I'm spending that gold on treasure chests to upgrade... Oh, I'm getting both? Or is that their value? Is that what that is? Let's go ahead and open this up. Shabby sword, and this is the good blade here. And then we go... Okay, we use that to switch between the two. Alright, so let's see. This is where your items are stored. Use left cursor, press X to equip in the left hand, A to equip in the right. So, I can't equip this yet? Why not? An item better than your equipped one is marked with a... Okay. Compare the items with right trigger. It looks like I can't equip this right now, though. This is... I don't understand. Each item is accessible after you've reached its level. Oh, this is a level 2 item. I'm level 1. I gotcha. I gotcha. Okay, so that's the lock right there. I just need to wait till the next level. Now, what about her thing? It was her thing, Oh, we even have skills? There's even a skill system. Alright, so this game has a little more depth than I thought. I still think the combat seems really basic, though. We have just unlocked everything there appears to be to unlock, based on the control setup that we looked at earlier. Okay, so what do we do here? How does this work? We don't have any unspent points, but if we did, we could get this stuff. Increased sword attacks, critical hit, stun, whirlwind, attract. So this is just making everything we do better. That's what it does. Alright. Now, I'd like to go to check out her stuff. Okay, this is also level 2, so I can't do that yet. And she's got her grenades and her thing there. Her grenades plus her bolt attack. And there's also these different armor pieces. So they're going to be able to equip when we get different armor and all that fun stuff. That's good. There's our save. Get the hell out of here. Gonna wanna blood suck one of these fools in a second. Holy crap. There we go, we leveled up. Okay, well that means we are now able to get a skill point, but I can also equip this stuff here. So I'm gonna put that there. And that's the same, it's the same shabby sword, right? Yeah, and then we can equip this. There we go. Okay, that's, wait a second, shabby crossbow. Let me just check real quick here, I want to see. Okay. Right. That's the same as that thing. Okay, so then we got the skills here. So we've got a single skill point that we can spend. We can just give him increased damage. I think for her... Actually, I think for her movement speed, nah. Grenade damage? Firebolt damage? Wow, 500% damage. Okay, yeah, let's take that. We'll take the firebolt damage, sounds good. And then we'll need to do his skill as well. And combined attacks. I got % chance to stun the enemies. 500% more damage, 100% splash damage on the heavy attack. Yeah, let's go with that one. Okay, so his heavy attack is now that much stronger, so that's good. We got a little bit of a progression system here. What am I doing? Left trigger here. Suck his blood. It also slows down time, which is kind of neat. Alright, I'm gonna go up in here and do a nice whirlwind attack. I don't know. Even though we have discovered a few new things, like I said, it still seems like the combat is pretty darn basic. It's not seem like it's offering much here. Get the hell out of here. What are you doing? Give me your blood, please. Yeah. Also drop these blood globes, which are nice to pick up. Can we do a jump plus a dive? No, we can't. It's a real bummer. Just run around holding this thing. It like preemptively tells me when one of these dudes are coming up. Know what I mean? Alright, let's go over here. These fools. Switch to her. Switch back to him. Got some gold over here. Let's pick that sucker up. And it looks like this is where we're jumping through. Uh-oh, watch out. Alright, I want to see if we can get to something else interesting. Maybe there'll be another boss fight. Oh crap. Falling off a ledge, not interesting. Luckily I have these giant teleportation saving devices scattered throughout the level.
That's the captain. He's a bloodsucker.
No, I'm not.
This fellow warned us.
What are you talking about?
He's not one of us anymore.
Yes, I am. We're still friends.
That's how far.
No, we're still friends, guys. Don't worry about it. And finish him off with a blood suck. Pick up our coins, and there's a treasure chest up there. Whoop-de-doo. Let's see what prizes we get. Ooh, an arm plate of fear. Oh yeah. I am putting that. Oh, that's for the lady, really? All right. Guess so. That's not nearly as good. Just want to make sure. Wait a second. Oh, I see. Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Your priest was right. Taking the blood seal did destroy the balance.
Do you think we traveled thousands of miles and fought like crazy just for some fame and gold? Damn no. We knew that the seal must be kept safe. Thanks for ruining Earth, vampire.
You know nothing. We're not destroying this world. With the power of the seal, we're changing it. For the better.
Enough. Let's find the priest. He needs to undo this bond between us. And maybe you could stop talking until then. What's your name, by the way?
Eliza.
What?
Strange name. I'll call you Liz.
Don't you dare.
Why would you ask her? Why would? That makes no sense. He told her to shut up, and then he's like, "So what's your name?" Is that like
The
jerk?
bond could not be broken. So even though we hated each other, we were doomed to stay together. Could the bond be undone, now that I was one of them? only the priest Bartholomew might know. But he was gone, together with my old allies, to hunt the vampires that stole the blood seal. With the seal gone, and the moon's pieces drifting apart, tides were becoming unpredictable. But still, a smuggler's boat brought us to the shores of Romania, where we picked up their trail again.
Well, this is not what it seems.
What happened here?
What happened here?
The vampires arrived here a couple of days ago, followed by a small group of soldiers.
My former men. Costello's now. Who won the fight?
It went badly for the soldiers. To start with, the seas seemed to be mad at them, smashing their ships into the rocks. Blamed the broken moon for that. The soldier captain and his priest had a struggle, and the priest left. The vampires are moving up the mountains on the trail of Noah.
Thanks. I just...
No time for talking. Any survivors? Where did they go?
They were heading for God's Keep, the only town strong enough to withstand the power of the bloodsuckers. See this path? Called the Trail of Noah. Used by pilgrims hundreds of years ago. Follow the Trail of Noah and you'll find God's Keep. I'll go there too. Traders like me are always welcome.
We'll be going.
Farewell. I'm traveling to God's Keep to sell my goods there.
I mean, I don't know.
Bloodsuckers!
I just the story and the voice acting seem just really poor. And like, the combat system being as basic as it is, I don't know about this one, guys. I do not know. But I think I've given it a fair shot in terms of showing you some gameplay. What have we got, about like 30 minutes or so here? So I'll let you be the judge for yourself. Frankly, I don't think I'm going to be playing any more of this game. And that's going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, this has been Force checking out. Oh my god, Blood Knights. It's available on Steam. It's fully priced at $15, although there's a 15% discount right now that drops that down a little bit. You can get it for about 13 bucks. Come on! Killing me, Smalls. Get rid of this guy. No, you guys get away from me. I'm gonna switch to Lady Friend here. I'm gonna throw some stuff in your face. Ah, that's what I thought. Alright, thanks guys so much for watching. Found a blood coin. That's great. What's in here? Some more armor. That's good.